the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Dukes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Georgia State Panthers offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, and more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Discards a man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Shot on 2nd and short. The Panthers will move the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Going up top on first down. He's right on target. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing
all kinds of running room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Scrambling away. The throw. It's complete on the right side. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Panthers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw it again. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Georgia State. Number 3.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Is good.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
The score, Georgia State 7, James Madison 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the James Madison Dukes offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got a man. It's Burr. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Going with the counter play here.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Got his man on the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Dukes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. and they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down. 1st and 10 again.
They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out fast. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll go to the ground. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw it. They're setting up the screen. Bringing the heat. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Dances away from the heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Duke headed quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with.
Just steamrolling his way through. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Trevino. And he's knocked down.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, just keeps firing. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
From the gun on third down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Handoff to the lone back. Breaks the tackle. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Burr. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Dukes moving quickly to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They've done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll start this drive from the 42. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
They'll try to run for it. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Panthers! And the route is on. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Let's go!
Quick handoff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively.
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the stomping.
Touchdown, Georgia State.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
35. James Madison, 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver. And different.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They give it to him again. Plows through the defense. And that ball's free behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Fires and picked off.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands?
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Jamison. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got some room in to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got it behind the line. It's Beal. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Panthers. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They're going to go for it on fourth down. And remember, from this spot, they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Georgia State! And the punishment has been extended. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Working the middle, it's complete.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off for the third time today. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part and the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential again.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.